Now, it's the first house in the UK to be made almost entirely of waste material, and it's being built in Brighton. Old toothbrushes, videotapes and thrown away bricks will be used to construct the house at the University of Brighton, and the university is hoping that this will be a prototype for a future sustainable building. Well, our reporter Mark Sanders is live for us in Brighton now. This will be an interesting addition to Brighton's architecture, Mark.
Certainly will, and Brighton's got a fantastic skyline, hasn't it? We've got the piers, those fine Regency squares, and of course Brighton Pavilion. But we've got a new building taking shape, and it's a rubbish building. And I mean that as a compliment, not an insult. This is recycling with attitude. Old videotapes and sweet wrappers are just some of the things in the build. It'll be on this site at Brighton University that the UK's first house made almost entirely from waste will rise.
As this is a lightweight plastic stuff, we'll use it for insulation. So we make boxes about the size of a closed cupboard, fill it full of this, put it in our house and lock it there, and it's our insulation.
Do you think more established architectural practices will think you're a bit kooky and a bit nuts for doing this?
Yeah.
But it's no joke. The university says the construction industry discards 20% of everything it uses. As well as more unconventional items, thrown away bricks and wood will be used to make the house. The project is backed by someone well known for supporting innovative design.
It's going to be an interesting, fascinating, highly experimental building. And I think it's very important to remember that right now in construction, we're all being given government targets for energy performance and environmental sustainability. But actually, we've got very little in the way of data, very little in the way of understanding of what are the materials and what are the technologies we should be using over the next 20 to 30 years. So we really need projects like this right now.
Brighton is trying to build a reputation for sustainable design. The Earthship landed on the outskirts of the city a few years ago. It's an eco-build by the Low Carbon Trust, but the university's Waste House goes further.
I think when you describe this project to people, they don't believe that it can possibly withstand the wind and the rain and the elements. I think what they're going to demonstrate is that it certainly can. It's good for creating jobs, it's good for the environment.
Once complete, the house will be used as an exhibition and workshop space by community groups, and it'll also be used as the university's headquarters for sustainable design. Now, before you go up to the loft with those old videotapes to try and insulate it, bear in mind this is pretty experimental stuff. But the University of Brighton says the ethos behind it is very sound, using waste materials in the construction of our buildings rather than simply throwing them away.
We'll see. Thanks very much, Mark.
Now, when Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote The Last of